what y'all be doing. We be making that good music. Others try, but don't confuse it. Let me show you why I do it. Jersey, we be making that good music.
Yeah. This is your man Kilogram. We are back with episode 81. Do women run the world?
Yes.
Think so? You think so?
Yes.
I'm surrounded by women, so I guess they run the world today. But the next time we have a
surrounded
male
by
guest,
women at home
we
too.
run
You
the
got
show.
3 daughters.
That's true, but
So
we still
they
run the world.
too. 'Cause I
And my
bet
3 daughters didn't come because I wanted 3 daughters. I kept trying for a boy.
and it didn't happen.
And it didn't happen.
Purposefully.
All right, cool. Like I told y'all before, this is episode 81. And do women run the world? Because we have a special guest here today. Coach Sam, by way of...
Well, I'm in Airport Park now, but I'm from North Jersey. So,
Okay, what part of North Jersey?
Plainfield, Scotch Plains area.
Plainfield, Scotch Plains area. We had somebody from Plainfield. Remember J.N.S., the rapper?
Yes,
Your
I
boy?
do. All like my boy.
But anyway,
How
like
much
I said,
fun was that?
yeah, it was fun. He was a very energetic
He
character.
was definitely.
But so we have Coach Sam in the building
Yes.
today. Coach Sam is a young, very young entrepreneur doing some great things in the community, and she's empowering women and men all over the world. She reached out. She has a great event coming up, and we're going to get into that right after I ask Juicy Jaleen, how was your weekend?
Actually, you'll be proud of me. I went
Man.
outside.
You don't have to. I watched the gram this weekend. It was lit.
I went outside.
I watched the gram. The beach. Going out for drinks.
Yes.
I don't know what you did after that, but I just seen beach day. You showing a little skin.
You saw me? I got a
I
little
see you.
I was
what
outside.
brought out this new energy? You back outside?
You would ask me that, wouldn't you?
It seems like you back outside.
I wouldn't say I'm back outside, but
Okay.
I'm outside, y'all.
All right, that's what's up.
But yeah.
Okay, so
Me
tell
and my
me.
friend, we went on Friday to get drinks.
Okay.
And eat, and then
Right.
we ended up at a bar in Philly. And then
So Saturday.
so I got really drunk, by the way, and I don't do those things.
That's crazy.
It was bad.
You was stressed out.
Uh-oh.
No, it was fun. I was just having fun, and you know how
What's
people
your drink
get.
of choice?
I like tequila. I like
Okay. Straight? Or you
no,
chasing?
I don't drink. I
Okay.
like wine.
All right. So look, we got Friday pegged as the bar, right?
Right.
Saturday is the mystery. Was that beach day?
That was beach day.
That was Saturday.
That was Saturday.
What was Sunday?
Sunday I didn't do it. Sunday was I got regrouped because I'm old and I don't
Right.
party. So
Okay.
so it's
All right. Well,
regroup day.
Juicy's back outside, fellas. Please hit the DM up.
Please do not. I don't
Crazy.
have time for y'all.
Send your number, Snapchat. You want to send some pictures? She back outside.
No pictures. Please, no pictures.
All right. As for me, what did I do this weekend? I think I was kid free this weekend. I can't even remember because I had my kids all week with basketball camp. But I ain't really do nothing. I'm
I
back
seen
in the
you
gym.
on the gram dribbling. Oh yeah, you was.
I'm back
day
in the gym.
Two.
Day two.
It's
Day
like
three
you,
coming.
You gonna be like consistent?
Yeah, I'm going all the way to
Oh,
30.
so I got my gym membership too. So we about to be outside.
Low
for
key,
real.
you was inspired by me, but you'll
No,
never
I
give me my
wasn't,
credit.
but
You'll never
okay.
give me my credit. Never.
You wanna take
She
the
gonna-
credit.
The first thing she came in here and showed me today was a gym membership.
I said, look, I did it.
Right, which showed me
I
that
was
she
just
viewed
proud
my
of myself.
story, but didn't heart it. You see a brother back in the gym trying to get his life together, and you can't put a heart in my coworker?
Anyway.
Hater. Anyway, Coach Sam, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good, thanks.
Okay.
I just been working on the upcoming event, so
Okay,
a lot
that's
of
your
shopping.
focus.
Yes, that's my
Okay.
focus.
A lot of shopping for that, like,
Preparing
menu.
the menu, the
Okay.
content, my delivery, all that.
It's a lot of stress doing parties,
it
right?
It is a lot.
Like, cause what's your worst fear in doing an event?
My worst, I can't say I have really a fear.
Okay.
I
I have a fear doing parties.
Okay.
That only my mom gonna show
Right,
up.
right.
People that love me
There's
is just there.
There's a little bit of that. There
You
is
know
a
what I
little
mean?
bit
You
of
got-
that.
Don't you? As you get closer
Yes.
to the day, you say, "My mom is the only one
Right.
keep calling me. All my homeboys have not RSVP. They talk about they get paid Friday and it's
Right.
Thursday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you get the verbal RSVP, right?
Right,
And then
right.
I'm like, okay, girl, can you go on and go ahead?
Yeah, I
and
need you to
register it?
send that.
Yeah.
Because whether you show up, I made me. You feel
Right,
me?
exactly.
All right,
yes.
so-
But it's going to be good. I think we're going to be
All right.
more than prepared.
That's dope. All right, this is the segment of the show. It's called Question
Hey,
of
we
the
haven't done
day.
this in a while.
You guys know we give a question out to our viewers and listeners and ask them, their opinion on this crazy question that I came up with. But I went easy today because we are empowering women this week, so I can't really go too ratchet like I normally go. Okay, so with all due respect to Sam, you know what I mean?
Sorry, y'all.
Okay, so my question is very safe today. Has social media tainted the idea of lasting, committed relationships? I'ma swing it to Sam.
Has social media tainted
Yes, the idea of a long-lasting,
long-lasting,
committed. Don't forget that word.
Because it could be
committed.
long-lasting and not committed, right?
That's right. You could date somebody for 10 years and been cheating for the whole time.
That is true.
That's why I put the committed in there.
That is true.
Okay, so can we put the blame on social media?
I think sometimes yes,
Okay.
to a certain extent. I
Right.
mean, it depends on how you're managing your relationship off of social media.
Right.
Do you have boundaries already set? Like, girl, you
Right.
don't be posting that. Or, do you post everything that happens in your relationship? I think that's really what
Yeah, a lot of
is the
people-
breakdown. When everybody knows everything that's going on in your house, then you get opinions from everybody and then, all of that. So I think it could, but I think it could be a beautiful thing if you set some boundaries.
All right, if you compare now relationships to back when there was no social media, what was better?
Back
No
then,
social
No
media.
social media.
No social media.
Absolutely.
Okay. And are you a person that when you're dating, you share a Facebook with your significant other?
Share a Facebook page?
Meaning y'all profile pictures together.
No.
So you got
Married, yes. Dating, no.
okay, married, y'all got the same Facebook. It's us. Like y'all took
No,
a
it won't be
ussy,
the
not a
same.
selfie.
It
a
won't be
ussy.
the same Facebook page though. Like,
Yeah, I'm talking about he got
okay.
the password. Y'all logging in. Yo, baby. Somebody just DM'd this.
Us, okay.
Yeah, they said you cute.
They said you cute.
And you like this.
I think if they know it's a y'all thing, nobody's gonna actually.
Nobody's
do
gonna
There's
that.
some
DM you.
bold guys out
You're
there who
right.
like this.
I mean, it is.
That could-
like that. I used to beat him up in high school. Then he might shoot that shot.
Nah.
Oh,
Well, that's not
man.
me anyway. I'm not really
Okay.
a social media person.
You
per
have to be
se.
now.
I have to be now for
gotta-
business.
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
for business, and you
Because
show your life
you
as
hit
it's
me
living.
when I hit you when we talked about like putting the flyer together. You like this. Thank you for putting that on the flyer, but that's just only one of my pages. I said, how many Instagram pages does she have?
Because I have the business one
Right.
that's open. Anybody
Right.
can get on that, and then
And then you
it's
got
a
the
personal
personal.
page,
Okay,
just so my family and all of that.
That's dope.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm discreet when I post my family. And stuff.
Right, so I like your answer, but I'm gonna swing it to Camden over here.
Oh,
How are you
Camden.
feeling about social media? Has that tainted? Because you're a person that when you were like really involved, you would throw your significant other up.
I
but then you
never
cover his
throw
face
him
You
up.
covered his
First of all,
face
I used to
up.
throw him up once in a while and cover his face.
That's what I'm
Nobody
saying, but
even knew who he was.
I understand that, but
And nobody
I'm
still
just saying,
doesn't
why
know
not
who he
just
is.
step into the love and just
Because it's
take
nobody's business who I'm
Okay, I got
dating,
you.
and
All
my
right.
love life is not for
All right,
social
so
media.
I recant that last statement. Just throw that out. I just want to know, do you think social media has messed up long-lasting, committed
I feel like it's a lot of temptation on social media.
It
So
is.
sometimes it can, because now you're disrespecting your partner when you do certain things.
Right,
Or you
that's
post
true.
a certain picture, or you
Y'all
or,
leaving
or
out.
or he and somebody, liking some other girl
Right.
picture, but I can't post a picture like that, but she can, and you
Right.
gonna like it, but I can't post a picture
What
like
about
that, people
this?
to like.
Right.
Coming down the timeline is somebody that you follow in the gym. There is a man though. His body is amazing. He in the gym. He got a shirt off, whole bunch of oil. He like that. Do you hit the heart and keep moving
In
that
a relationship, absolutely
No.
not.
It's gonna be hard, ain't it?
Absolutely not.
I'ma just
Are you
look at it
crazy?
like,
Do you want
Sam
your
like this.
Damn,
Sam just swallowed. She was like, absolutely not.
That's an absolute
It's
Absolutely
not
no.
gonna be. It's gonna be.
No.
So
You have to-
what about like? The like is
Continue to scroll.
No,
Like
just
it?
keep going. Because you don't want, oh, you looking at that. No.
So if your man
I was
see a
looking
girl
at him,
the
but you don't know
beach
that.
with a bikini on and she's very voluptuous, that's the word. Then and he hits.
He's gonna hit like, no, that's the
He
thing.
don't put a heart. He just like
He-
it. Like,
he's
girl,
gonna like
you know what?
it.
Enjoy your melatonin.
And if I see that he
Melatonin-
liked it,
what
I
is
might,
Melatonin?
he
What
might
is it?
catch
You
this
trying to get your
uppercut or
vitamin D?
something.
He just
He
wants
might
to see
catch
her
this
get
quick
some vitamin D.
left,
Okay, so can he like it?
Nah, I don't care about that. You
Okay.
can like whatever you want. It's just, be respectful.
Right.
All right, that's cool. All right, so leave it in the comments if you feel that social media has now tainted of relationships these days, of staying committed. It's a lot of temptation. Your old school boyfriend from high school, he now can find you on Facebook. Back in the day, he had to call the house. You know you moved out of mama's house. The phone number changed. Now he just type in, Coach Sam. You pop up. Period.
You know what I get
And
along
then
with?
he like this. Damn, Sam still looking good. And he sit you there and tell me, remember we went down the seaside? And you like this. We did have some
said
good time
seaside.
eating that corn down the seaside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
we
People
get it.
can come back
Yes,
on
they can.
Facebook,
Easy.
Instagram, Twitter. They can come back and find you, and it makes it hard when you got to look at the person when you know you may have settled.
I actually, you know what? You know what's funny? Today I was at the
Good
mall
point.
and I ran into somebody that I used to like talk to.
That's
I wouldn't say
weird.
that. And he literally tried to bully me for my phone number.
So he did it like this. What type of phone you
He
got?
was
He
like,
just text you.
no, he was like, stop playing with me, give me your number. I'm like, no, I don't want that energy in my life again. No,
Toxic?
thank you. Yes, he's very
It was
toxic.
toxic,
He's
okay.
very, no. And
That's
we
it.
was
You
like
gotta
sitting
type.
in the
You gotta
mall,
type, Juicy. You gotta
arguing.
type.
I do not have a type. When have I dealt with toxic?
Let's,
Oh my
this
God.
is women empowerment.
Oh
week. I'm trying
my
to empower
God.
you. Remember, you got
He
something
was
on here that said,
crazy.
let me see. It was
What?
something. It was a topic that I said. The topics are for unforgiveness, pitfalls, and solutions.
That's
Okay?
budget pitfalls.
I
Really
left
budget.
out
Budget.
I left out
Budgeting
budget.
pitfalls.
I was talking about pitfalls when you select the wrong guy.
No,
But we got a
no.
solution for you.
I haven't got it right yet, y'all, but
This
I will
is
one
Women
day. I
Empowerment
will.
Week. I'm not gonna go on Juicy because Sam here, and Sam is like so wholesome and trying to be nice to all these women in the
Oh
world. So
my
we're gonna be nice.
God! Now he's
All right.
showing off.
All right, so album of the week, right? Okay, so of course this is our segment of the show where we talk about album of the week. I only have one album of the week that is coming. It's not out yet. I tried to go on Apple Music and listen to it, and Beyonce and Jay-Z got all the other songs blocked out except for that one single that she got out now. What's the name of that single?
I don't know.
No idea.
Y'all don't know Beyonce new single?
Oh, that it's on all the reels.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Break My Soul.
I knew you knew it.
Yeah.
All right, Break My Soul is the only song you can listen to off of Beyonce's new album called Renaissance. Now, this album is coming out probably in the next week or so, and it features Jay-Z, Rihanna, Pharrell, and a list of other all-star celebrities.
Rihanna?
I want to say Rihanna.
You sure?
Yeah, I didn't put that on the paper, but it was a whisper that Rihanna got a little something.
Oh, that's an.
I'm hope. Will you
I'll be
cop it because of
surprised-
that?
No, I don't like Beyonce.
You think they got smoked? That's why she wouldn't put her on the album?
Yeah, well, not smoke, but you know, was the rumors about her and Jay Z?
Okay. Well, this is Empowerment Week, so I'm trying to empower
Oh
you. All
God!
right, cool.
It's
So if Rihanna's not on the album, it was a rumor, but if she is, this is Women Empowerment
lying on
Week,
you, better
and
not
women
lie.
can stick together if Jay-Z made a mistake, because people make mistakes. But get Beyonce's new album,
We not gonna
Renaissance.
talk
It'll be
about
out
that.
in 1 week. You heard it first on You Better Not Lie podcast. I can't wait to hear what Jay-Z and Beyonce have done on this album. I heard that City Girls had to push their album back because they found out Beyonce
Well,
is sneaking an album out
it's
without
Beyonce.
promotion. Huh?
Obviously, it's Beyonce. They wouldn't
That's
have
right.
no choice.
Yeah, so they pushed it back. They
'Cause no-
said that. They
But
tried
I
to
feel
lie
like the
and
Ratchet
say,
Girls still gonna listen to City Girls too.
That's true. Speaking of Ratchet,
I
that
do
new
not
song
listen to
out,
City-
F-R-E.
I hate that song so
I ain't
bad.
gotta
Every
worry
time it
about
come
no
on, I catch an
niggas.
attitude.
You don't like that song? I can see you riding around going to the
No,
car wash
you'll
with that
never.
joint on.
No, I do not listen to City Girls. I
And
don't.
she's-
No, I
That's
hate
your
that
back
song.
outside anthem. I think
That
you need to
yeah,
get
it's
her
about
play
to be right.
that. Word up. Word up. All right, cool. All right, so tell the people where you're from and how was your upbringing?
Oh, okay. So I'm from Northern Jersey. I
Okay.
grew up in Scotch Plains. Well, I was born in Elizabeth, was raised in Scotch Plains, and
Okay.
I graduated high school in Plainfield.
Awesome.
So
You've
the
been
last
moving
couple
around
of years.
a lot. Military?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I lived most of my life in Scotch Plains, but then we moved when I was in high school. So I graduated from Plainfield High School. And as far as my upbringing, I mean, I have a Jamaican background, so
Hey.
She crazy.
it's not that. I'm not crazy. I promise I'm not crazy.
But she could get crazy.
So we had a lot of the authentic culture still
Right.
remains in our family. Even now, it's not watered down or anything. So
Okay.
I was very different from a lot of my peers growing up in Scotch Plains, white
Right.
community. You know, we bunch of black kids with Jamaican parents.
With a couple dollars.
It was a little different.
And
But
Jamaican parents were very strict. Right?
Yes.
Or you guys had
I feel
some
like
leniency in the house. Like
we
you
had
hang
some
out
leniency in the
late
house, I
and stuff?
think. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say late like that, but
Okay.
there was a lot of trust happening in the house. How about
Okay,
that?
alright. That's cool.
But I had a good upbringing though. My mom was a single mom, so
Right.
it was growing up. My brother and my sister and I. My sister passed away when I was 17.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And my younger brother was very young when she passed. He was only
Okay.
a few years old. So I have a younger brother who's
Okay.
like 16 years younger than me.
Right.
So we're kind of,
Are
we're
you guys
making
tight?
it. Very supportive. Yes.
You and your
very,
brother?
very,
Okay.
very, very tight family.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I moved out on my own at 19, 20 after my son was born.
Okay.
And it's been a journey ever since. That's all I can say
Right.
about that.
So what brought you to South Jersey?
South Jersey, when the housing market was on the other side. Well, actually, the housing market was pretty high, so it was hard for me to find a house to buy
Yeah.
up north because it was
Okay.
just crazy. Kind of like how it is now.
Yeah.
Right.
The closer you are to New York, the worse
Right.
you are. Yeah,
Yes.
Because the market's crazy.
So at the time, I was married, and we were like, you know what, let's just move to South Jersey and see
Right.
what happens. So we moved to Ewing in
Mercer
2006.
County.
Mhm.
Nice.
In 2006, I believe, we moved to Ewing, and then we came to Edgewater Park, a little bit further south in Burlington
Okay.
County. A few years ago, about 5 years, we've been in this area now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you like it?
Yes, I like it. No longer married, though. Let me just put that.
Divorced.
This is woman empowerment.
married.
Fellas, jump in the inbox. Go.
Stop it.
He always trying to send somebody.
Well, listen, I got a
She
story to
plays.
tell.
She's advertising it, not me. I just co-signed the ad.
I'll just
Listen, they're gonna
clarify.
be there too. I'm telling you, they
They're
gonna
gonna be in a
come.
fight. Oh, you empowering women
Yeah,
and men
all
too?
day.
They gonna
Really?
come. All right, so I got two questions for you.
Sure, yeah.
What inspires you to become a life coach, and how does one become a life coach?
Yes.
Well, the inspiring part came sort of by surprise. So I can't say that I was like inspired by something or someone. Basically, my own journey. If that doesn't sound
No, it
egotistical.
Not at all.
I had a hard way to go. Post divorce. Being a single mom, trying to figure it out, keeping your finances together, keeping yourself together, keeping your sanity together, and at the same time raising kids that will come out healthy, and not, mentally in a different place. So I would have liked to have someone like me speaking life and truth into my life at the time,
Right.
because I feel like a lot of it I had to sort of figure out because I just had a hard way to go. It's like you're between a rock and a hard place. It's like, what do you do? And so I had to all my life I had to fight.
Ooh,
I had to
my
say that.
love.
No, but it was a struggle on some parts. The struggle bus happens to
Right.
a lot of people. But I kept my faith in God. I had my mom praying for me.
Right.
My family was in my corner being really supportive.
Right.
But I didn't have anyone who had been in my position that
Okay.
I could really confide in and say, girl, like, what do I do?
Right.
Or, it's going to be okay, right?
Okay.
Because there's naysayers in every area of life, no
right.
matter what you're going through. And you can be at your worst, and then somebody got to say something to try to make you feel worse or do
Right.
worse so that you don't excel. So really, that was my inspiration. So post-COVID and all of that, I actually had Mind Your Own Business started, and it started out as a completely different sort of company. I don't want to get ahead of the questions, but
I like that. I like that I ain't have to go in and say. You know what I mean? But I think her second question was what?
how do you
does
become
one-
like?
how do you become a life coach?
That's really interesting. Like to just like, I noticed that I looked at your credentials, right? So, explain to us how that happened.
Okay,
All right?
because
I
it
mean, without
doesn't
me-
look like what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the life coach, I wanted to say also, becoming a life coach, especially when you're thinking about empowering other people, it's almost like, deciding to go to school to be a nurse or a teacher.
Right.
You just have to have a love for other
Right.
people and their advancement. But Anybody can really be a life coach. I don't know if everybody knows this, but you can. There's no certification. There is certification, and I have done several programs.
Okay.
So I did like a health certification, life coaching program. I did another master program so that I can, not master's degree.
I know what you mean.
But just so I can get skilled. And I felt for myself, I would like to legitimize myself in this area.
Right.
Because people will fact check you. Like, how can you tell me how to do something when who deems you that? You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to know, was there a criteria?
There is. I think ethically there is a criteria. I mean, you can come and say and empower people just based on your experience and all that. And I think it's important and very useful, because if you've been through it, then then you've been through it. Now you're on the other side.
Right now.
So what did you do? And I don't mind sharing my story about how I got to the other side. That's another thing about it. Right. But there's no real governing agency that's going to like shut me down if I say something crazy or whatever the case. Right. However, we're not therapists, so it's not like a licensure. There's some areas that I won't touch. I think we were talking about this earlier. So if there's like a mental health situation happening, then I would always defer somebody to a mental health specialist. I'm here to help people who are relatively healthy, and I use air quotes when I say that, because we all have a deficit, right? Kind of get to their better self and start to kind of move past some of the baggage.
Okay, all right. So you spoke about mind your own business, which I love that acronym.
Thank you.
It's a great play on words, because I know you don't mean it in a derogatory
not at all
way. You mean it in like, hey, take care of your affairs.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
So, but tell me, like, who's on this team of mind your own business? Is it just you? You're the CEO?
You're looking at the team.
Okay, that's it? There's no help?
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't say that there's no help. That would be a lie, right? But mind your own business, it came up because I was helping a friend of mine with his small business. Right. So we were doing all this administrative stuff, getting forms together, collecting payments, like doing all this stuff. And I'm like, I can do this. I can do these things. I can make a little career out of this, right? And so the vein behind that was, let me just lend some support to small businesses, like handle all the tedious stuff that goes on in order for them to excel and get bigger and bigger. It was really empowering for me to do that. Okay. However, a part of the mission has always been to pour into someone else. We've always had an empowerment mission. Right. And so when I decided to become a life coach, I was like, this will really work with mind your own business. Like, what about the business of yourself? Right. So on one end, it was mind your own business being a small business, and you got to take care of your business. Right. But now it sort of translates into us taking care of ourselves and minding our business as people, as women. Yeah.
And teaching people to mind their business, cultivate their business, and everything. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. So we took a little bit of a shift. So I wouldn't leave my small business owners out there hanging. If you need something, I'll help you out. But
do you get grants? You know how to get grants?
No, I don't. Right. But I do. I'm very resourceful though. Okay. So we don't help specifically to write grants and stuff, but I have resources for that sort of thing if you need help.
No problem. She's like this. I know a guy that know a guy
that might know another guy.
That's my background, like researching and being resourceful.
Right. All right, this is the segment of the show called Getting Juicy with Jaleen. Once again, this is Women Empowerment Week. So we're going to go right into Getting Juicy with Jaleen, and I'm not going to clown her like I normally do.
Yeah, right.
This is for the women this week. You heard what's going on in these streets, Juicy?
All right, so first we're going to talk about Kim Kardashian is trying to free rapper artist Gunna from jail.
Yeah.
Gunna.
We gotta educate her. She ain't
okay, go ahead. You can tell her who she is.
Don't get her
on show. Gunna is down with a rapper named Young Thug, and he had that song "Drip Too Hard" with Lil Baby.
Yes.
If you got a son, I know he probably listens to music. But anyway, Gunna is in jail for a RICO case with Young Thug. I believe it's like 15 to 20 members that's all locked up under RICO charge. Mm-hmm. So now we know who Gunna is.
No, I know who Gunna is.
Okay, cool.
All right, so obviously she's trying. Well, we know Kim Kardashian has been trying to free people from jail and doing her thing.
Really like
while she's doing that is something dope. I think she is doing.
That's dope.
Gotta give her props for that.
And it comes on the heels of Women Empowerment Week. So
yes.
At the end of the day, look at that.
Perfect.
She's definitely been doing her thing.
I think Kim is paying her debt back to society.
If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, she's
but
for them all them
keep doing your
tapes
thing,
Kim.
Anyway, she tweeted that she was trying to get him home, and apparently she's pushing to get him home so that he can wait and trial home rather than sitting in jail.
Salute to Kim.
I do think it's dope.
I think it's a good
Guilty
idea.
or not guilty.
Get another black man out of jail, Kim.
Yes.
That's dope.
Also, we have Trina, the rapper. I don't. You know who Trina is, right? Okay.
Why are you always looking at me?
I'm just making
Why
sure
they
you know.
singling me out?
Her niece, her niece, Baby Sugar, was gunned down in Miami. I don't know if you guys know this, but Trina also lost a brother to gun violence. So this death, she had she has twin brothers, and one of them were killed.
Wow.
In I believe it's Miami also. So I know this is hitting her very hard because she still cries about her brother to this day, and she also has lost her mother too. So
that's crazy.
That's big.
Yeah, our condolences go out to Trina and her family. Now, how did they say it happened with her niece?
There's no I don't know where her niece was at or what she was doing, but they don't even have a shooter or anything. Wow. So it's like
I seen something on the news where it said wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right, what else we got going on?
Vice President Kamala Harris was in Atlantic City, New Jersey for the NAACP convention, greeted by Atlantic City Mayor Marty Small Sr.
This is big. Shout out to my man Kevin, the #1 host, because he always calling me talking about Marty Small from Atlantic City, the mayor.
Oh yeah, he love him.
He loves Marty Small.
He be trying to get everybody to go to Atlantic City.
Right.
He got deals on rooms if you need a room.
There you go. So shout out to Marty Smalls for meeting Kamala Harris, which is our vice president. I heard she got off of Air Force One in Atlantic City, the plane. And Marty was right there to extend his hand.
I did see a picture. I saw the
welcome
picture.
her to Atlantic City. And this comes right for Women Empowerment Week. When the vice president can come to Atlantic City, New Jersey, of our great state, and show love to the NAACP.
Yeah, so they said she touched on like gun violence and certain things like that, which I think is dope too.
Good.
That's dope. You see the type of energy you bring to the show?
See that? Y'all need to have me on more often. That's all.
It could have been. You could have been up here. So, Shaniqua got 3 baby daddies, and one of them just came and bought McDonald's for Raheem.
Oh God!
I saw that. There was a thing.
We talked about that.
When she threw the soda and everything. Yes, I saw that.
All right, so I think you skipped something. I guess you didn't want to talk about Joey Badass.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, you know who he is, though, right?
Yeah, I know who he is. I don't really care about him.
All right, we're not talking about Joey Badass.
But his equipment got messed up on Delta.
On Delta. So
Airlines?
we gotta shade Delta.
Yeah, because Delta do be wildin'.
Yeah.
But Delta messed up his equipment that he needed for a show, and apparently they put like they messed up the buttons.
Yeah, his equipment to perform.
Right.
He had it in a case.
In a case and everything, and it still ended up broke. And I also seen something about they said something about he couldn't put it where he was gonna put it because the girl thought he wasn't.
They didn't know who he was.
He was in first class, and apparently she was like, that's for people in first class, and he's like, bitch.
So they tried to play him?
Yeah, so it was a lot going on that flight, and then his equipment ended up broke.
But he's gonna get $12,000. I heard out of that.
Yeah, $12,000. Yeah.
All right, so Delta, you guys are a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Please get it together when our celebrities travel. You don't want to just be paying $12,000 and be in the news because that $12,000 can turn to $100,000 for pain and suffering. Easy. You know what I mean? All right, so. You have this awesome event coming up July 30th, right?
I do, yes.
And it is called Unstuck.
You got it.
Okay, so
yes,
I can't tell you what the acronym is because I forgot.
We talked about this.
We have, but guess what? I think
he got a little brain.
Yeah. I forgot. Oh man, using new strength.
Oh my God! Stop! You sound horrible reading it.
Courage. What else? Yeah. And knowledge.
And he talk about I didn't go.
Cool.
I went to where I didn't go.
All right, so tell them about this awesome event that you have going on, this brunch and workshop, Unstuck, that's going on. Tell them about this event that you have going on July 30th.
Okay, so July 30th, we are getting together, myself and two sister coaches.
Right.
One coach is a budget coach, and the other is a health and diabetes coach. And we're getting together to talk to women about getting themselves unstuck.
Right.
Like I was telling the crew earlier today, I was in a position where I felt like I was stuck. There was no way out in some areas. Right. And so my thing is, let's get the fear out of the way. I think fear really impacts a lot of our lives, and it stagnates our women sometimes to not act and not really take full advantage of their life and the blessing that they have. So Unstuck, the acronym, I'm going to say it out loud and slowly so that you get it.
Right. So it makes sense.
So it makes sense,
That's right.
Using new strength to unleash courage and knowledge. Right. And once that courage is unleashed and you believe in yourself and you feel like you can do anything, you couple that with some knowledge and getting some sense about where you want to go, what you want to do, and how to get there, you're unstoppable. So that's what Unstuck is all about. It's a brunch. It's a workshop. So the workshop part of it means that we're going to work. We're going to do interactive activities. We'll have worksheets. We'll have, people coming up to do demonstrations. Right. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, we got to eat too, so you might as well go ahead and throw the one.
Is there going to be mimosas?
There will be mimosas, yes. I don't do false advertising, so on the thing, it's mimosas. Yes. So there will be mimosas in there.
So the general public may say, what does my admission cover?
Your admission covers all of that. So if you come and you buy a general admission ticket, you get entrance into the venue. Mm-hmm. It's going to be beautiful because we have our decorations and all that. But it will cover the full brunch, your mimosas, and the full workshop.
So they can eat with just general admission.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. So what does VIP get you?
Okay, so VIP gets you in the door earlier. So you get your doors open for the VIPers a little earlier. Okay. You get a swag box that has some surprises in there from yours truly.
Okay, awesome.
Right, you get a chance to talk to myself and the sister coaches one-on-one to kind of get acquainted a little bit prior to. There's a selfie corner that we built inside of the venue so you can take pictures.
Well, y'all have that thing that spins around like this.
I can't give away all the surprises for the brunch now.
I want to be on.
But we have all
this
professional.
This is on women's, right? I can't go to this.
You can come.
Men can come?
I don't believe in excluding. I mean, it might be good.
Women's at
it's
the top.
a women's. We're trying to empower our women, so there's no reason why the men can't come and empower our women as well.
I agree.
I mean, you can come and be a fly on the wall.
That's all he want to do. He just want to do that. That's what he coming for.
That would be a lot of fun. And our professional photographer is going to be in the building, obviously. So we're going to have a lot of pictures, a lot of food, and good content. So I'm doing a presentation for myself that has a lot of interaction happening. Our budget coach, she's going to be talking about budgeting your time properly and your money, because that's a whole situation by itself. And then our health coach, Coach Jay, she'll be talking about diabetes and really how to get in front of it, how to manage your health if you are diagnosed and that sort of thing. So it's going to be a lot. It's all encompassing, and I like to do things so that there's no overlap on the speakers' ends. We're all empowering, but we have different areas of expertise. That's good. And it's just, we're trying to give everybody a little bit of a package more than just one message.
I'm gonna tell my mom about this.
You should.
My mom is all into this stuff. Like she loves this type of, empowerment of women. So I'm a screenshot the flyer.
Yes.
Send it to her and
Please
say,
do.
Bring your girls.
She will enjoy herself.
My mom will pull up.
And let me tell you, this is open to all ages. So it's not just if you 40 something, if you 60 something, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Like women, I was 25 and 19 when I needed to hear a message just like this, right? So we're going to really, my focus is going to be getting ourselves unstuck and that fear out of the way. We're going to learn how to overcome fear and trust ourselves to do what we need to do to get better.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, Juicy, I want to skip around because she kind of
she touched
talked
on
about
that.
Did
right there. Yeah, so just go ahead and ask number 12.
Where can people buy tickets for the event? And do you expect a nice turnout?
Yes, I do. Like, where would I be if I didn't expect a nice turnout, right? It's all about mindset, y'all. It's all up in here.
You don't want an event with just your mama showing and your brother.
It doesn't make you nervous, though? Like, what if you don't get the turnout that you're actually looking for?
I mean, naturally...
Would it discourage you?
Naturally, there's a little bit of a jitter there because we know that people can be fickle sometimes. They say they come in and, And then they... So I'd be lying if I said that wasn't like a little something in the back of my mind, but it won't stop me, right? Because I have the courage and the knowledge on my side. Yeah, because
what you're doing is amazing.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
And your energy is good.
So I'm trying to, like, all the women that are watching this, just go onto my website now, okay? www.M.Y.O.B. How could you forget that? 180.com. and go to the register tab, and boom, there's
Can
your
you tell me
tickets.
what the 180?
You want to know what 180
I think we talked about it behind.
We did
Yes,
talk about
and I think
one.
it's great for everybody to
So
know.
ask your question again. Can you tell me?
The 180, okay, so when you go on the website, you'll see M.Y.O.B 180 everywhere. And I have to be honest, I picked 180 because I was looking for the MYOB.com website, and it was like, you can't do it. Somebody already has it.
Right.
So I had to find something to tie into it to make it unique and my own.
Right.
And so I had to think, and I was just like, numbers are good. One number, right? 180 came up because I was, the mission was about, bringing things full circle and changing your perspective about things and mindset. So 180 is, you'll see the degree symbol on my new new logo. Okay. So if you turn yourself 180 degrees, you're looking in a whole nother direction, a whole nother perspective, a whole nother world opens up to you if you turn yourself 180 degrees. As opposed to doing a 360 where you just wind up where you're at, right? That's true. And opposed to 90 where it might not be far enough to go, right? And so if we go 180, we can expect that somebody's gonna meet us halfway and walk the rest of the journey. And that's where I come in as the coach.
I love this.
I thought that was
I'm ready
just
to
dope.
like some sage. Anybody got some sage and some incense?
Right?
You just
You
feel
get
so,
rid of all that
I want to play
negative
NBI right now.
That's what
It's just like
listen,
nice.
cue the
Brown
music.
skin. I want to play brown skin right now. I love it.
Right.
I love it. All right, so our last question for you is, how do you balance family life and being a life coach and running a business? How you balance the two?
Well, that's a loaded question. Balancing is really not as difficult as it sounds.
Okay.
Because I do have a full-time job still. So I'm not I could say I have two full-time jobs really, right? But I can make my own schedule. It's very flexible. So with the life coaching part of it and doing events and all of that, I can create my own schedule so that I'm not neglecting another area of my life. Granted, I can't be everywhere, so there's some sacrifice that happens in the middle of that, but that all comes into, what's important, what's your priority for right now, and what are you trying to get out of the experience. So my full-time job, we got to pay the bills, right? So
That's true.
I'll show up every day for work, but I built in hours in my schedule purposely to concentrate and focus on this event.
That's true.
And then there's time built into my every day. Like 7 days a week, I'm doing something. Either it's my regular full-time or I'm working on my own business because you have to still grow. Like you can't just put on an event and then that's it.
And then that's it.
You have to continue to grow and feed yourself. I have a mentorship program that I'm in right now. Like I continue to professionally develop myself. So it's all about setting aside time for the things that are important, which is my business, and then also my regular work, and then my kids, of course, my family, is up there. They're number one, really. Okay. And so if I set aside the time and stay committed, then the balance works.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Got anything else, Juice?
No.
Okay, like we said before, July 30th, the Brunch and Workshop Unstuck with this lovely lady, Coach Sam. Make sure you buy your tickets, not the day of the show, now, so she can get a head count of who's going to be there, and she can anticipate to give you the best event possible.
That's right. Yes.
So this was episode 81. Do women run the world?
Yes.
Yes, they
I
do.
think we got our answer today, and this was an awesome show. If y'all got the thing that do this, I'm gonna be there. If you tell me they ain't deliver it, I gotta think about it.
You gonna be there regardless.
He get on my
Stop it. You know
nerves.
you're gonna be there
Nah, I'm gonna
regardless.
be in the building. Do I have to wear a tuxedo?
You do not. Come as you are.
Can
you
I
know.
get a button up from Walmart? Something nice.
Yes.
With some
A
nice
little
khakis or
polo,
something.
a little polo or something.
Polo.
Yeah.
I gotta be
Throw
polo.
something,
Yeah,
See, that's what I'm
baggy
saying. See,
jeans
that's
and-
what I'm trying to say. I can't step into my truth. You trying to empower me this week? You want me to spend $90 at Macy's?
You don't
to go
gotta
to
buy
an
a real
event?
polo. You can buy a Walmart polo.
Nah, because I got the horse with the man with the cigarette. I
You
can't
don't
do that.
You
I
said
can't
with
do
the
that.
man with
No.
the cigarette.
What's wrong with that?
You don't know. You don't
We
know.
won't
You
know
don't
you-
like that. What's up with y'all? Nah, I can't go out like that. You telling me I walk in
You
with
could
the
go to
U.S.
Ross.
polo
You
on
know,
it?
you know,
I
Ross
ain't
got
got no
polos.
rap
The
for me.
stitching might be a little messed
Now
up. but-
Marshalls.
Oh yeah, Marshalls.
Or Marshalls or TJ Maxx or one of them.
Yeah,
They'll
all
hit
right.
that off.
Yeah, well, you
And
can
that's
go
what I
there.
think I'm gonna do.
I
I'm gonna
think
go in
you
there and
should.
spend and get me. I'm gonna tell you who got some nice stuff too. Kohl's got some nice
Oh yeah,
stuff.
but Kohl's be sometimes they be expensive, but they be having a lot of good sales.
Kohl's
and if
had-
you get them Kohl's dollars,
Oh, you be in
Yeah, my mom
You
shopped
know,
there.
you Spanish.
My
Some of the
mom
cold
shopped
dollars.
there. My mom shopped there. She'd be like, here, use this.
Right.
Oh,
All right.
thanks,
So
Mom.
listen, this was episode 81. Do women run the world? And they do. I love all my women, no matter what color you is, from black to brown, to orange to pink, snow bunnies included. We out of here.
Lord.
All right. Let's